Hey guys, welcome back to the brand new account. It is now day 6, well, day 7, but that's just like another case of, oh, I didn't log on in time to make this video, unfortunately. But this is functionally day 6, as you can see, we're about an hour or two after. And I've made some pretty large progress in some areas that I've never thought about before, which is pretty hype. So I want to go over that a little bit and some other things, obviously. So first of all, the main thing that I'm excited about doing is one keying Chimera. Now I did use 2 keys, but you guys can check the VOD if you don't believe me. I have fully one keyed Chimera, easy difficulty. This will start me on some relics, and just in general is a good thing to try to go as far as you can in, because the rewards are pretty solid. We get more clan gold, which I'll definitely enjoy having. We could get some more shards towards Empress, which is really important. Empress, incredibly strong mythical champion. One of, I think, 3 quote-unquote free mythicals in the game, maybe even 4 now. And Empress is freaking monstrous. You really want to get Empress going as soon as you can. So ironically, he's not very good in Chimera, which is kind of funny. But I mean, you can read the kit on your own. Freaking strong as hell. If you want to get one of the best starts in Raid Shadow Legends, use the link in my description below to get a free legendary champion, Narma the Returned, as well as 3 amazing epic champions as you level up. Now, the way that you're going to do this is you're going to log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then you're going to click the link in the description, register with a brand new email. Then you're going to launch Raid, complete the tutorial, and as you go to your inbox, you are going to be able to claim your first legendary champion. Next, you're going to get Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you level up. Please don't let this insane offer pass you by and click on my link now to get the start that you deserve. And Chimera was a little bit difficult, I will admit. The team comp I used, also ignore Shaman, that's a day 7 thing, pretend that doesn't exist. The comp I used was Tholin. Tholin basically soloed. I'll talk about his gear very briefly, some things I did in a second when it comes to building him. But essentially, Tholin is a single target monster, cycling turns all the time. Uugo is there for the defense down, as well as a little bit of cleanse, healing, leech, amazing. Caleb was just there for poisons for extra damage. Rector is there for a little bit of a heal, as well as a revive, which was really helpful. And then I had Mausoleum Mage. Now, my Mausoleum Mage is built like garbage. His stats are terrible. He's slow. His HP's low. He doesn't do any damage. His accuracy's garbage. My Mausoleum Mage has really bad gear, but his A3 was so helpful. Not only does it heal, it is a full cleanse that also increases turn meter. And the boss, Chimera, puts out so many debuffs, it's very hard to deal with. So that was a big thing for this boss. So I was able to get this done, which is great. Once again, if you want to see the full attempt, you could just skim through the VOD for day 6. Basically, stat-wise, Tholin did the most. Uugo has masteries fully maxed. That's great. That's the main thing I did that I'm very proud of. Now, something else I did is I got Tholin ascended. As you can see, we are now level 42, almost 43. And I'm saving these for an event tomorrow, actually, for my very first ever Soulstone pulls on this account, because there's like a deck of fate. It's kind of a scam event, in my opinion. I don't think it's really that worth going for, but if I have to wait a day for slightly better rewards, I'm not really going to be too upset with that, right? So that's something else we need to do. Stockpiling shards. Like I said, I've spent a little bit, so this is more than the free-to-play would have, but it's just the level 40 pack, you know, the extra deal sacred packs I have been getting. So we are at 9 sacreds. You can get 4 for free very easily at the beginning. That's a big thing there as well. Another big thing I've been doing is storyline. And as you can see, we are on a major roadblock, which is getting 4 rank 6 champion. And I'm actually almost done this, which is kind of insane. And before this, it was a lot of just arena grinding, trying to do arena, trying to set my defense in a beatable way so I could actually fight easier teams. Because the second I get into gold, it becomes super achievable. 68,000 power teams from level 40s up to like level 80s. Just immediately with 1 rank up. Super stupid how that works. So I've been having to push it down. I finally got that done. And then I've just been progressing to the point where now I need another rank 6. And if you go over here, I actually have 3 5-stars sitting. Now, I'm not spending any money on chickens at all because I think it's a waste. So I've been grinding this out a lot, and we are 2 away from getting our next 6-star, which will be Rector Draft. Now, beyond that point, I'm kind of undecided. I would like to choose a Spirit Affinity champion just because I know I'll need it for a future Arbiter quest where you need to ascend basically every affinity champion to 6-star ascension. So I need to get a 6-star of everything. It's going to be really annoying, but I'm trying to plan ahead a little bit. But really everything I have is worth it. Royal Guard would be my ideal next one, but I can work with a Phoenix or an Anax or something. Royal Guard and Phoenix, by the way, were pulls in 5 ancient shards, which is insane. Now, beyond that point, there is also a few other things I'm trying to do, like push, obviously, all of the content as far as I can. So far, Minotaur's Labyrinth has been completely cleared. I'm trying to mastery farm Kale and Rector, ideally, because I know I'm going to need the max eventually, as soon as I can, ideally, because, I mean, War Master procs, super important for Clan Boss, all of that stuff. Spider's Den is at 10. I heard that Spider's supposed to be bugged at stage 10, so the only time you're going to really farm anything else is once you get past 15. So stage 10 gives better rewards than it should. Dragon's Lair, I showed it off yesterday. Basically, just solo Tholin. I was using Kale just because he needs the levels as well, and it made it slightly more consistent. Fire Knight is going to be a major roadblock for me. I will potentially have to level Morag at some point. I'm not 100% sure. Morag's really good for Fire Knight because she teams up with 2 random allies, and she has a 2-hitter A1, which is really, really strong. But outside of that, I don't really have any multi-hitters, right? Anax, I might have to think about. He has a 2-hitter on the A1, which is really strong. But apart from that, I mean, I don't really have many options. Royal Guard, also great option because of this 4-hitter on the A3, which, while it is on a 4-turn cooldown, does put out decreased speed, which is important. I really, really need a Cold Heart as soon as possible. I also have not even thought about pushing these. I do not recommend you push these ever, essentially. And then we also have Ice Golem, which is a major pain. RNG Fest. I hate Ice Golem. It's my least favorite dungeon out of all of these. Iron Twins as well. I pushed a little bit on the Void Affinity, and I got it to like 4 or 5. Now I need to push it again. Just a lot of stuff like that. Doom Tower, also, I managed to beat Nether Spider, which is pretty hype. Right here, I essentially manualed it to where I was using mostly Tholin for damage. He can basically clear all the spiders immediately on his own because he's built pretty well. And we also have Mausoleum Mage for the cleanses. Amazing. I really want to 5-star him, but I don't want to slow down on the 6 stars right now. We got Rector for a bit of support, Uugo for defense drop, block buffs, heal, and cleanse. Kale just there for some extra damage. This is kind of my main team for most content. Sometimes I take out Mausoleum Mage for Madame Sarah's if I need to strip buffs or put out more decreased defense. But Mausoleum Mage has been so freaking clutch. I love that guy. I'm also unable to beat some of these currently, unfortunately, but I'll work on it in the future. And then aside from that, Clan Boss has been going pretty well, actually. So I'm 1-keying normal. I 2-key hard. I still need to use my keys. I don't know if you guys really want to see that, but essentially, I'm using this team. Now, Narma might seem a bit weird, but she has poison sensitivity and poisons. Kale, when I get the masteries up, will make him so much better, but he's there for poisons, and because he's a 6-star. We got Uugo, Rector Draft, Tholin, obviously. What generally ends up happening is Tholin's at the end, just soloing the boss. And I end up doing a 2-key on hard. I would love to get to brutal as soon as possible. Start ideally 2-keying that next, but that's going to take a little bit of effort. But aside from that, I mean, that's mostly what I've been up to, apart from builds. Now, the builds have changed a little bit for a couple things. Number one is you might see some righteous gear. That's because one of the best bundle deals in the game is the Forge Pass. The Forge Pass gives you more XP, which is massive. Eventually, it becomes, I think, 50% extra XP in silver. This is so important. If you're going to buy anything, $20 for Forge Pass is the best thing. It lasts a month. You're able to get a ton of very solid gear. This is debatably the worst gear set, but it still is 10% speed, 40 resistance, and I can get a lot of good gear. So essentially, I got the gold ones, and I crafted as much as I could. Made sure that I was getting the mythic boost right here. The gear ended up being, honestly, pretty damn mid from the righteous set, but there are a couple salvageable pieces. This was a better piece for my Tholin. I'm trying to run lifesteal here. I have a little bit too much crit rate, but I can't really get rid of this piece yet. And I'm running 2 broken pieces. This 3 rolls into crit rate, 1 roll into attack, has speed on it. This is a great piece. And then over here for me, this speed was so clutch because my Tholin's biggest issue was being slow as hell. So now he's a little bit faster. Also, I managed to get a pinpoint set piece from the event dungeon. I already had a banner, which is the only banner I have, and I had an amulet now, so this is less because of the stats that it has, even though I would like to level it to 12, and hopefully it rolls crit damage. No, it didn't. Either way, I got this, and the main thing is this gives me 10% speed, which is really important, so I'm very happy to see that. And also, I got him awakened, like I said before, so he also has Nature's Wrath, which gives him 7,500 HP, which is insane. He now no longer dies, and he also does more damage for every debuff he places, which is pretty often because it's 50% chance against most bosses in this game. 50% on the A1 gives him an extra turn. He does it again. He does it on his passive every 5th turn. Tholin's insane. I cannot understate it. Tholin is so good. Uugo, also good. You know, it's a pretty garbage gear. Accuracy's manageable. I'm working on it. Okay, the gear is really not good. We're not even a week in. So generally, my goals from now on are going to be just continuously getting the 6 stars, trying to push this as much as possible. I need to get level 6 of Ascension on 3 champions, which is going to suck a little bit because I don't know, it's gonna be a little bit unfortunate to have to do that. Either way, we're gonna get that done. Move on to the affinity bonuses, which is going to be a major roadblock for me again. As you can see, I'm pretty far off on leveling this. It's gonna take so much arena grinding, you have no idea. I'm probably gonna be stuck on this for another freaking week at this rate, unless I spend a lot of gems and work on my arena team. And then beyond that point, I'm waiting for a time to pull my shards. You want to pull your shards during a fusion or a 2x. And aside from that, frankly, you never want to pull your shards. So that's another thing there. Hoping I can just progress while being stuck on storyline. There's still a lot to do. There's a lot of masteries to be farmed, clan boss teams to optimize, gear to be farmed. There's a lot to do. And I hope that in the time I will be able to push dwarfs a little bit, hopefully get some more keys for that, and really just push factions along the side so I can get some more perception gear, because perception is one of the most important things early game. Here, let me do a quick craft for you guys before ending off the video. And it's gonna be accuracy. I'll take that for sure. One more, and I can also do the outro now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Day 7. This could have been so good if it was a speed main. But yeah, day 7 is going to be tomorrow, and hopefully I will get a lot of progress there. I'll go overall over everything and talk about the progress, some things I recommend if you're going to try to start a new account, all of that stuff. I just like to do daily videos, just kind of updating on progress if you don't want to watch the streams. But if you do, I go live pretty often. It's going to slow down eventually. I don't have the time to stream every day, but for now I'll be live pretty often. So thank you guys for watching once again. And that's it for me, Dustin, signing out.